Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we want to say welcome to the Ministry of Public Works conference room in the Minister's office. The press conference will be called by Honorable Ruth, who will be giving a statement that will address the deliverables on His Excellency George Monrovia. So, Minister.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I have called you today for what seemed to be my last press conference as Minister of Public Works. Today's press conference is intended to inform the public and you members of the fourth estate of our workings since we took the mantle of authority at this ministry. Before I continue, let me once again, as I have always done, give God the glory for His many blessings He has bestowed upon us. My appreciation to His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia for his confidence reposed in me to serve his government in such crucial ministry that drives the road agenda. Let me again appreciate my deputy, my assistants, directors, and all employees of the Ministry of Public Works for their cooperation and support while we work here as family. I believe we have established family bond that will go beyond this work environment. Additionally, I want to say a very big thank you to all our implementing partners, including the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, the National Road Fund, and its Inter-Ministerial Steering Committee, the RBSC, the World Bank, the African Development Bank, the Arab donors, EU, European Investment Bank, ECOWAS Bank for Investment and Development, the UK government, and the French government. And most especially our Liberian contractors for their support for the development of our infrastructures of roads in our country. Moreover, bravo to our Liberian people for their support during the many days of discharging our responsibility, our duty and responsibility as Minister of Public Works. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, we began our journey here in August 2020 when His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia appointed us to serve as Deputy Minister for Technical Services. As Deputy to my boss, Honorable Mabutu Vlad Newman, peace be to his ashes, we work collaboratively up to his passing when I was made acting minister, subsequently Minister of Public Works in June 2022. Distinguished members of the press, the Ministry of Public Works honor my stewardship made significant strides in improving the road sector in Liberia. We also carry out key reforms here in the ministry in the road sector in general. Let me at this time bring you a full listing of projects signed and initiated by my predecessor. Community and urban road and city streets. We got Tusa feet to U curve, which is 2.6 kilometers. We have New Georgia Gulf to Ganaway Estate, Area F. We have section in the Corwell Dixville Road, which is 1.25 kilometers. We have ELWA, Rehab Community Road, was 5 kilometers. We have Bangad Broad Street, 1 kilometer in Bon County. Chuba is 1.2 on the old road. Pecan Fairground Road is 1.5 in Grand Bassa. Rehab Community is 0.7. It was completed. Let me just add that in Monrovia County. St. Michael, small St. Michael to Town Hall Patient Shop. It was 2.5 kilometers within the Monrovia. Dwasson St. Beach, asphalt pavement is 1.7 kilometers in Margibi County. Surface Road 1.4. Soul Cleaning Road 4.2. Up to date is 1.5 kilometers completed. We got a Peace Island, the one we call 540, is 2.95 kilometers. It's ongoing. We have Weber Street, 0.37 kilometers for completed. We have Bonjai Community is 0.47 kilometers is completed. We have the ELWA Arrow 2 Community Asphalt Pavement, 1.2 kilometers, and is also completed. We have the VOA ELWA Community Asphalt Pavement. It was 1.5 kilometers within Monrovia County, and it was completed. We got Meditama Road is ongoing. We have 0.1% is completed. We have ELWA Rehab Community Road Extension, 2.7. 2.7 is also completed. Keyhole Community is 1.2 kilometers and is also completed. We have Marshall Road is 21 kilometers is also completed. We got Vocal Mission Road 1.8. We got Lockington Broad Street 1.8 kilometers is also completed. We have Drivers Market Johnsonville, Mark Barclay is 11.5 up to date. 7 is completed with. 14 Military Hospital is 1.8 is also completed with. Riverview St. Paul Bridge Hotel Africa, we have 1.5 kilometers is also completed with. 12 Horses Bypass Road 2.0 kilometers is also being completed with. We got 24 King Kizito Red Lead Road 0.8 kilometers is also being completed with. We have Dwaka Road opposite ELWA Hospital GSA Road. We got 2.5 and 2.5 is also being completed with. We got ELWA ABC Road 2.5 kilometers and 2.5 kilometers is also being completed. Passy Zoo Road is 2.50%. We got LOIC Road 2.5 at 0%. Matadi Drive is 0.9 at 0%. Popo Beach Road 1.5 is at 0%. We have PCA Nizo Road is at Fontaine Town Road 0.65 and is also completed within the Matadi community. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, when we inherited these projects, our focus was completion. We saw that the development of roads was about continuity. As we were not focused on initiating what could be called signature projects, but instead reach development to the places that contracts have already been signed as envisioned by His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia. We were fully briefed about the vision and agenda of His Excellency, and from day one of our appointment, we were fully prepared to move the agenda forward. Notwithstanding, we all are aware that the road challenges of our country runs from Monrovia County to Cape Mount, from Bon to Lofat, Nima to Grand Gide, Maryland to Grand Crew, and Sano to Riverside. As Minister of Public Works, we initiated some major roads and community roads in various localities. So we'll start with the World Bank projects. Rehabilitation of the expansion of Coconut Factory to ELWA Junction Road, 6.1 kilometers. And today, the progress of work is at 5.99 kilometer pavement out of 6.1 kilometer. The design of the roundabout at the ELA junction is completed. Construction work has started and is intended to be completed the first quarter of 2024. Project affected persons were compensated. Funds allocated to address impact on petty traders in the environs of rail lead is also being identified. Rehabilitation of Ganta to Sakepie Road, which is 39 kilometers. The milestone achieved, the contract was signed June 2021 to December 31st, 2023. Today, the progress that we have made on that road is the asphalt binder course is around 20 kilometers. Asphalt wearing course is around 16 kilometers, and it is paved out of 39 kilometers. Alternative plan to commence the sequence was disclosed during the government of Liberia and the RDA as part of the 2020 mission by the World Bank in Liberia. GOL, which is the government of Liberia, committed to front load a total amount of $36.4 million United States dollars under the National Road Fund, under the National Road Allocation, to intervene during the 2020 to 2021 budget year. Construction season of 39 kilometer road section between Ganta to Sakepie using limited international bidding method to procure contractors and consultants. The work commenced January 2nd, 2021. Rehabilitation of Sakepie to Tapeta Road section, which is 61 kilometers. Contract was signed January 2022, and to date, the progress to date to December 31st, 2023, the physical progress is around 21%. Mobilization was completed. Campsite construction completed. Campsite construction is completed. Clearing grappling of 37 kilometers is also completed. Sub-grade preparation of 15 kilometers. Sub-base preparation is also completed. 24 kilometer prep covers or the 41 numbers, by the government of Liberia and the World Bank through the LRTF. Let me make emphasis on the one just ended with. I just read the Sakepie to Tapeta section is a 61 kilometer, and then the Ganta to Sakepie is 100% funded by the government of Liberia. I just want to highlight that. Rehabilitation of Total Road section, which is 40 kilometer. The milestone completed is about the contract. The approval of the World Bank already approved the project. The procurement process was completed with a contract was signed in August 2023. Negotiation to conduct a biodiversity field studies is in progress. Disbursement to contract to follow up conduct of the BFS report is completed and disclosed. So the contract is signed, and within 6 months, the contractor will start implementation. So we have the retrap. The first one was called retrap 1. The second one is retrap 2. The rehabilitation of Arico border to Total in Zredru city is around 85 kilometers. And total progress or what we have achieved is the project preparation, the appraisal, the negotiation. The World Bank have already approved that finance, effectiveness of signing financial agreement, ratification by legislature, issuance of legal opinion by the Justice Minister, and all required are the next steps that are required. On the Ganta to Sanikode Road, which is 37 kilometers, we did not sign this contract, but we made this contract at 25%, and the current at the completion and ready, we made this contract at 25%. Currently, it is completed and is ready for dedication. And the contractor is Chico. The consultant is SE as from Senegal, CSE. The will need to engage with the Asida Metad for the second phase of the project that will take us from Sanikole to Yekipa, which is about 30 kilometers. The upgrading of Banka to Saraye Road project is around 81 kilometers. We did not sign this contract. We made this contract at 24%. The current status of this project now is 94.4%. It's around 67 out of 81 is fully asphalt paved. The contractor is Chico and the consultant is Saudi Arabia. Project financial status is being funded by the Arab donors and the government of Liberia. Preparation of road sector development. The road sector development was developed in May 2023 under funding from the World Bank, and it is a framework of guiding the prioritized and transport infrastructure investment in Liberia over 10 years. The RSDP was validated in May 2023. The next step required is to roll out the RSDP, the African Development Bank project. The pavement of Fishtown to Kelipo is 20 kilometers. We signed this contract. The contract was signed in June 2022. The signing of the contract and the commencement of work was done. The physical progress is at 64.8% completion. The contractor is Chico, and the consultant is Ishem through Ishem and Besson Associate Limited. Pavement of Sanikole to Lokato is 47.1 kilometers. The contract was signed in November 2020, met the contract at 31%, and the current status of the work is around 70%. The contractor is Southern Railroad number 7. Roadside Market Construction in Campley. Contract was signed in 2023. The completion status is 27%, and the contractor is BK Enterprise Engineering Consulting and Construction Services. Consulting services, Kelly Photos Radio, detailed engineering design and feasibility studies. Consulting for the Kelly Photos Radio to the with BK Enterprise are the contractor on this consultancy contract. The services have already started. Construction of one shop border post, Kavala border. Completion of the designs and ongoing procurement is ongoing at this time. Kavala border post bridge. The design is completed and the procurement process is ongoing at this time. M&E Consulting Services for the African Development Bank project. The contract was signed in June 2023 by the Vision Connection Service Private Limited associate with Max and Partners. The progress of completion is around 25%. Urban mobility and inland water feasibility studies in Monrovia and its environs. The contract was signed in August 2023. The contractor is Maritime and Transport Business Solution (MTBS), and the progress of the project now is around 90% completed. And pending ratification by the legislator. Procurement process for the supervision consulting services for Putuken to John Derriston is ongoing. Additionally, as part of the package, detailed engineering design and feasibility studies consultancy service for Bonjoman to Monikoma consultancy are also part of the package and is also ongoing. Consultancy services from John Davistown to Zredu is around 85.5 kilometers. The board of the African Development Bank have already approved this project. Detailed engineering design and feasibility studies consultancy studies for Bonjoman to Monikoma, like I said, is also part of the package and is also ongoing. So current negotiation for the coastal corridor from Buchanan to Sesto Junction to Greenville to Barclayville, kilometer, started achieved Financing agreement ratified and signed by the legislature and the president respectively. Consultancy contract for the detailed engineering design, drawing and development of BOQ and tendering process are also signed. Detailed engineering studies, design, drawing are also ongoing. Now we go to project, the government of Liberia project. We start with the RRA road, which is 45 kilometers. The project concession agreement amended and signed into law by the legislature and the president respectively. Satisfactory progressing the 5 kilometers out of 15 kilometer section from the ELA junction section from RRA. Satisfactory progressing 5 kilometer paved out of the 15 kilometer section from ELA junction towards the RRA. 3 kilometers of the left-hand side paved out of the 10 kilometer section from the RRA road towards the ELA junction side. Contractor is East and the subcontractor is China Railroad number 5 and the consultant is Ishan. Rehabilitation of Rawasport to Medina Road, the contract was signed and the progress of the work is around 15%. The contractor is West Africa and is supervised by the Ministry of Public Works. Construction of Freeport to Simport Bridge, bridge to bridge project is 6.5 kilometers. Contract was signed and the work is ongoing. The contractor is MDNC, is being supervised by the Ministry of Public Works. Construction of Grand Bassa Community College Bridge. The contract was signed. The physical progress is around 25%. The contractor is Jupiter Construction Company and is being supervised by the Ministry of Public Works Technical Division. Construction of Bali Island, which is Bali Island Access Road, 3.3 kilometers. The contract was signed. Contract is due for payment and the contractor is Kijo Construction. Construction of Cecil Street paving, the contract was signed and the work is ongoing and the contractor is Sidande. Construction of Dokota Bridge in Bapolo County, the contract was signed and the progress of the work is 22.4% completed and the contractor is Arrow Group of Companies. Construction of Baboon Bridge, the contract was signed, the contract is completed and the contractor is Sidande. Construction of Kenya Beach Road, the contract was signed and the contractor is Sidande and the contract is also completed. Construction of Vahun Bridge, the contract was signed, the physical progress is around 20.2% completed and the contractor is Afro Construction. The contractor passed and his soul rest in peace also. Installation of street lights on major road within Monrovia to ERA Junction, to Broad Street to Simport Bridge, Pueblan Road, Archbishop Francis Road, Chucky Taylor Road, SKD Boulevard Road, Old Road. Construction of pedestal commenced in September 2020, hence leading to the inauguration of the commission of the street light from ERA Junction to Vamoa by His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia on October 1st, 2020. Completion is at 80%. ERA Junction to SKD Boulevard Sidewalk Construction Project, jointly implemented by the Armed Forces of Liberia and the Ministry of Public Works. Their works were also completed and contract was signed and the work is completed at 100%. Requisition of F-moving equipment for the Ministry of Public Works. Contract was signed, concluded in procurement of 42 pieces of F-moving equipment for the purpose of the ministry doing intervention works intended to keep our unpaved road corridors pliable all year round. 27 pieces have been supplied and delivered to the Ministry of Public Works. The contractor is yet to supply the rest. In total, the Ministry of Public Works was able to pave about 400 kilometers of roads from 2018 to 2023 under the regime of our President George Monrovia. Members of the 4th Estate, while the Ministry of Public Works is heavily engaged with construction of roads, the ministry could not sort out all of the challenges within 6 years of this administration. Key among those challenges was financial, the COVID pandemic, and climate change situation also led to many projects being stalled and in some instances abandoned. To close, let me clarify a few allegations and misinformation that were aired by the U.S. indicted criminal who headed to prison, Stanton Waterspoon. He and some of his ill-informed panelists accused me of awarding contract to my husband in a tune of $260,000 for road works. I want to state it very clearly here that my husband was never been awarded contract from the Ministry of Public Works since we challenged the Spoon show on these allegations, character assassination, blackmail. They are yet to prove the allegation, which is side for the secure media profession. I hope the LACC does thorough look into this matter to close the chapter for good for my character and that of our society. I became aware of the contract awarded to Blico by the National Road Fund without my approval through the Front Page Africa on January 8, 2024. Edition Lego owned by Sebastian Collins, who has no relationship whatsoever with my family. Accordingly, the nature of the contract based on the report was a consultancy contract. Whether the contract went through PBCC or met all requirements as required needs to be answered by the road fund manager. For all I know, I know or have seen about the contract and available at the press conference has got nothing about me, my signature of the Ministry of Public Works. Sebastian is not my husband, neither related to my husband or my family. I have never met this person and did not know him or how he was awarded this consultancy contract. Finally, I want to state here that we take pride in every work that we did and remain happy that we drove His Excellency Dr. George Monrovia road agenda in a phenomenal level. I wish the Joseph Numa Boakad administration all the very best, especially my would-be successor. I will always feel proud of our collective achievement to develop our infrastructure, especially our road infrastructure. I encourage staff of the Ministry of Public Works to remain engaged and focus on the task at hand. I serve and understood the tasks and challenges with unity, commitment, confidence. This ministry can deliver on its mandate and connect Liberia roads. Our nation will remain on an irreversible path with professionals, goal-getters, and committed individuals with huge integrity that we brought at the ministry. We remain honored to have served our country at a level. May God bless our nation and may God bless every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we'll use the same questions. Let's find questions.
To you guys from the Ministry of Public Works. Mr. Cooker Collins.
No, on there.
Here.
Listen to
Here, man.
From this?
Yeah. TV,
So, yeah, we'll take you.
Okay, Madam Minister.
Say your name and your institution, please.
Vincent Darcy from DTV. We'd like to know whether this is your 10 over.
So, sorry, I had to grab the copy of my handover note. This is not my handover. This is intended, yes, please. This is intended for a press briefing, just a summary of what we did at the
Rehabilitation status. What blueprint are you leaving in place for your successor in terms of road maintenance? That's number one. The second one has to do with you are departing the Ministry of Public Works at the time the Liberia Institute of Architects is
due for maintenance. You don't have to see it physically. There's a system that has been set up through the RIU that has been monitored and financed by the World Bank. And RMC settled yet? Yeah. RMNU is settled here in the tract road that is due for maintenance within the time. So with that, it generates information that the road is due for maintenance maybe in 1 year, 2 years, and then you be able to put it in your annual road plan and continue with that. That's the first one. The next one is with the National Road Fund, because strictly the National Road Fund is actually for road maintenance. So with the tracking of more works, and the tracking of more works will be done by contractors. That's why in our plan we requested for more engineers that will be able to place supervisory road on these projects, because if the engineers are available, more engineers, more professionals are available, you will find them tracking progress on the start of the road and what next to be done. The second question about the Chamber of Architects, I want to proudly say, and I want to say a very big thank you to the President, His Excellency, Dr. George Monrovia, that since the inception of both the Engineering Society, the Chamber of Architects, the ALCC, the President have already signed an act that will be able to govern this institution. That's something that we also take part in as Minister of Public Works and as an engineer of this country. So we have an act that the President has already signed as a progress. The aspect that got to do with institutional confusion, we know nothing about it, and we honor those signatures that have been brought to us because the Chamber of Architects has its own stamps. If we see those stamps for the engineers and then we sign it, we don't know them personally and we don't deal with them personally. And by the weight of information, we at the last, we have like 5 different stages of checking, and we at the last we fix our signature. So it don't just come to us. It go through the revision, it go through the design. Every other thing required on spec and specification about that drawings is being reviewed thoroughly. It goes through all of the division and comes to the Deputy Minister of Technical Services before it gets to me for the approval. So we don't single-handedly sign because we are friends to anybody. So that issue about befriending people in acquisition is false and is misleading.
Okay, so we go to ECOWAS and then LNT.
My name is Anthony Gray, Honorable Minister. You are leaving today, like you said, and leaving this hot seat based upon your experience. What are some of the recommendations you can put forth to the incoming administration? Number 2, if you are to grade yourself from 0 to 100 fairly, tell me the score you want to take.
I like that. And to be honest, I would give myself 100%. With no doubt, I would give myself 100%. Like we said, we have a lot of challenges that we cannot, close our eyes on. The world, the entire world, we are challenged. The first thing is climate change. Before we were using a crop cover that we use for just a small road. Of course, we use like the small one is around 24 inches, right? Now we have changed most of our cover lines, to 42 inches, 48 inches, 48, 36, 48, because the downpour of rain that we have is so much. So these are challenges we face. Sometimes we do this road and build this road on this design that we did before because of the climate we had at the time. But gradually, as the climate changes, things changes. So these are challenges we face. We talk about finance being some of our challenge. If the Ministry of Public Works has sufficient money on our leadership, we will pave the entire country. I would say that confidently to anybody, because we have the zest, we have the expertise, we have the capacity, we have men here at the Ministry of Public Works to do all of the work that is required to be done. And we're sitting here as the lead person. We are a hands-on person. We are not an engineer or the minister that will sit behind the desk and only detect to a star. We go there and see the work and we do the work ourselves. So that's why we have to grade ourselves 100% because the confidence we have in ourselves.
The recommendation?
My recommendation is the minister that will be coming here should employ more engineers. We said this, we wrote this, we said this over and over. The Ministry of Public Works lacks engineers. And with all professional engineers, with all professionals here, there will be work done, but it will be done slowly. We as minister directors, we cannot do it all. We need our technicians, our technical staffs to go up there. So I recommend that we hire more engineers. We were not able to hire all of the engineers. We hire more engineers. We recommend that the minister that are coming should not sit behind his desk, should be able to go out in the field and monitor the work as we did also, so that they can get hands-on progress report on the work, that they will not be moved by tails being told by the technician from the field, and it was telling something different and something different happening. Go out there and see it for yourself. So these are my few recommendations I will try to give to
LNTV, and then followed by Mika to be close.
Quickly, Madam Minister, inauguration is Monday, and I see a huge work is ongoing at the ENW Junction, which pave a beauty of the road to Tottenham Boulevard into town. So, can you bring up to speed as to whether we will be prepared before the inauguration?
It will not be prepared before inauguration. As I said, we have already started and work is in progress. And we said in our presentation that it's expected to be completed in a quarter of this year. So meaning in the first 3 months of this year, 2024, the road will be completed. As you said, the contractor has started clearing the debris that people place there, and it will make the place to be okay for our international guests to travel in it.
Thank you, Madam Minister.
We take the final one from Mika, please.
Madam Minister, thank you very much for the brilliant presentation on your deliverables. And I speak to the fact that you are very contact your game. So I just want to ask you, Madam Minister, if you are asked today by the President or incoming President, His Excellency Mr. Mwaka, to stay on to finish some of the finishing touches, will you accept?
Yes, I'm a Liberian. I'm a professional person. I'm an engineer. I'm a qualified person. If the president in his wisdom think that we can serve as a minister to continue the work that we started, we are available at any time to continue the work.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it comes to an end.
Eric, give a mic for watching.